Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Emily. Today I will be giving my part 2 of 100% honest Rodem slimes. Now, if you haven't watched part 1, I highly suggest you watch part 1 because you were missing some incredible slimes if you don't. Anyway, I did want to mention one of these clips. It was the strawberry croissant. It's supposed to come with strawberry DIY pieces to put in the croissant. You'll see in the clips. Now, I contacted Rodem and she ended up giving me a $5 refund for missing those clay pieces, which I thought was amazing, and she handled that very well. So what I did for that was I actually made my own strawberry pieces to add to it because I know it would change the color and I wanted it to be as perfect as possible. So those strawberry pieces are made by me, but Rodem made sure she made up for that mistake. Now, as always, it would mean the world to me if you hit that subscribe button, and if you hit that bell, you will be notified every time I upload a video. As well as I am on TikTok trying to post as much as I can, as well as Instagram. If you follow me on those, you will have sneak peeks all the time of shops that I've purchased from, or sneak peeks of future videos, and just some amazing content. I highly recommend checking those out. I will have them linked down below. Obviously, it would mean the world to me if you hit that like button, as well as left a comment down below. Now, you know what time it is.
Welcome to the Sharktank. Today, we have some shoutouts for you. Slime-tastic Slime Time and Cholo Temporada. You guys want to be shouted like this? Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and comment hashtag Sharktanks once you've done that.
This is mint chocolate donut slime. This costed $13.49. This is a 7-ounce scented like fruity popsicle. I like how on her listing, if you do buy this size, you can choose more base or less base, meaning more beads. I actually chose more base to see how much base she would put in. Upon first looks, these beads are actually like those crunchy beads that is the new kind of slime thing right now. And I will show you the size comparison. These are extra small, which is crazy because they're so cute and little. I'm trying to assemble this the way she shows on her listings and her Instagram. Basically, what I'm going to do is put a little hole in the center and make it look like a donut. It came with like a little baggie of chocolate chunks and sprinkles to add to the top, as well as a chocolate charm. I was surprised to read the scent because I definitely would have expected some kind of mint chocolate slime scent, but it's actually fruity popsicle, and I really enjoy it actually more than I would have of a chocolate mint slime. I absolutely love these crunchy slimes, so I could not wait to try her kind of texture. I can tell that the base of this slime is not a normal base slime. It's way more stretchier. I'm not sure if it's Korean glue or not. I know that she uses a lot of different types of glues to what I've heard. I absolutely love it because it's not tacky whatsoever. It's easy to play with, as well as it stretches so well. I love how there's brown on the bottom and the mint green colors on the top. I think I assembled this rather okay. So I know this slime would definitely affect some of your guys' hands. If you do have sensitive hands, I highly do not recommend this, but I do find that this is actually easier in your hands than the normal size of these beads because they're much smaller, so they aren't as harsh on your hands, if that makes any sense. But if you're into crunchy slimes, this is absolutely incredible. Day to day, I bring this back in my hands because it feels so good, and somehow it's therapeutic for me. I know a lot of you guys will be like, why is Legos on your hands therapeutic? But it just gives amazing, incredible sounds that not normal slimes give, and that is just so satisfying on its own. And then when you're able to stretch this slime and pull it and then crunch it, it has this weird, like, you know, cool, unique texture that it gives crunchy but soft all at once. And that's why I absolutely love these kinds of textures. It's just, they're so unique and different on your hands. It's like 2 different textures on your hands at once. I'm so glad I picked this slime up because it's just incredible, honestly. Like, I have nothing wrong to say about it because I like these types of slimes and some of you guys may not, so I'm putting that out there. But if you do like crunchy slimes, oh my gosh, do I highly recommend this. I give this slime a 5 out of 5 sharks, and I couldn't, like, look how beautiful it is. Okay, so this is Olaf's Yakult ice cream slime. It came with a container, which I was surprised with the clay piece because the rest of the clay slimes weren't in this type of container. This is a 10-ounce slime scented like lemon coke. It really does smell like lemon coke. It has a stronger scent off the start of it, just because when you add in the clay, the scent is not as strong as when you were to play with it. So I obviously have to play with the base first. Look at this beautiful icy blue color. It is absolutely beautiful. And I found the texture is very similar to a lot of her DIY clay slimes. So like the cheesecake slime and the extra slime. It's all like that kind of like jiggly, snowy texture, but it's super stretchy and it does have that tackiness, but like I said in my first video, I did not activate this at all because I knew adding in the clay was going to change the texture. This gave incredible bubble pops with the base, and when you push your hands in, they just sink and are so soft on your hands and gives just amazing sizzles as well. It also inflates so well and turns to a completely different color when inflated. It looks like a beautiful ice light blue color. Assembling this was absolutely incredible because it came with an Olaf as well as little snowflake Fimo slices, and it was just so beautiful. I don't think I said the pricing. The pricing is $14.85, which is incredible for a clay slime. So assembling this, I actually had to take out some of the base because it'd just be overflowing everywhere and it wouldn't look satisfying. So I just put that to the side and we are going to add it in after. Okay, so the snowball clay piece actually has a lot of iridescent glitters on it and is so beautiful. I knew just upon looking at it that it was going to be super fluffy to squish. I know aesthetically I could have done a better job, but just because of the textures of the slime, it was kind of just easier to just, want to get my hands onto it. Squishing this was absolutely beautiful, and you could tell that all her clay pieces are just super soft, and whatever clay she uses makes her slimes look incredible and feel incredible. Mixing this in was super easy. It mixed so well into the base of the slime and turned it a little lighter blue color and made the slime even more creamy and sizzly. As soon as I added in the clay piece, it made it a little more thicker and easier to stretch just because the texture became a little thicker. This slime increased in size 100%, but what I like about this texture is you can inflate it very easily, but you can also deflate it very well. Just because it has a thinner base, you're able to squish those air bubbles out very easily, and then you can fit it into the 2 containers provided. I absolutely love how this one has 2 containers because I was starting to run out of ideas where to put my slime. As I said, as soon as adding in this clay piece, the scent is not as strong, which is nice because it gives a nice soft feeling. This slime warms my heart as well as Olaf wants warm hugs. It is beautiful and I absolutely love it. It is so soft and sizzly and just puffy. It's a great slime texture and completely different from other textures. I highly recommend trying a texture like this because it's like a jiggly thick slime at the same time as being a clay slime. It's completely different from other textures, and I also have to give this slime a 5 out of 5 sharks, and if you love Olaf, he wants a warm hug, so you better give him one. This is a strawberry tiramisu slime. It came with an awesome little 2-ounce glaze for the top of it, as well as a strawberry charm and strawberry fimo slices. The base is scented like strawberry chocolate, and this was 7 ounces plus those 2 extra ounces for $13.49. The base is a beautiful brown color mixed with a light pink in the middle and the brown on the bottom, which looks like a beautiful cake. I know that I should have assembled this right away, but like I said, when you put in extra slime, it changes the base completely. So I knew I had to play with the base before adding in the extra 2 ounces of slime. This was scented so beautifully. I could not believe, I don't even know what a tiramisu is, but it smells just, oh, so good. Like, this is probably my favorite smelling slime out of them all. It's like such a sweet, savory strawberry scent, and it's not artificial at all. I found the base is very similar to the turkey Thanksgiving one, where it is a little stiff off the start and just needs some love and care. And then as soon as you're able to stretch it, it turns into this beautiful soft texture. I believe this slime has a Korean base as well, just because of how soft it is on your hands. I don't know how to explain it, but I think a Korean glue is definitely softer and easier to stretch than a normal clear glue. I may be wrong on that, but this is how it feels to me. I have never felt a slime texture this packed with snow fizz. It's just incredible because it's so soft and sizzly. Now that I have played with the base and got satisfied with this kind of texture, I am going to assemble the top of it. What I actually did is left my inflation on the top because I was going to make it look like a cupcake instead of a cake because I thought that was a good idea. So I'm adding on the white base for it and going to try to add the strawberry to the top as well as the strawberry fimo slices to make it look pretty. When mixing this all together, I find it stays a similar texture, but it has more slime to it now, so it's not, when you let it sit, it's easy to stretch right off the bat. It doesn't take any effort, and I find it's softer and creamier. I didn't know how that was possible, but It really made it so beautiful. The end result of this color is like a lightish brown color. This slime is so easy to inflate, and like I said, you will need another container for most of these slimes because they inflate very easily, and most of them you will not be able to get back into the container. I love how soft and sizzly this slime is. You can even give it bubble pops because adding that extra 2 ounces in has a beautiful, thicker texture, which gives it enough to be able to have some bubble pops. I absolutely love how beautiful this slime is. It's one of my favorites from this package just because how creamy and crunchy, and that scent on it is just incredible. I highly recommend checking this slime out, and it's just, I cannot describe it enough how beautiful it is and just the care put into all these slimes. I rate this slime a 5 out of 5 sharks, and if you like snow fizzes, you definitely have to try Rodem's Snow Fizz slime textures or the DIY aspects to them because they just give incredible sizzles and bubble pops, and just the sounds they give is just, it's so satisfying. This is strawberry croissant slime. This came with a 1 ounce white slime to put in your croissants, and it came with a container with the croissant clay piece, and they were wrapped up very well, as well as the slime itself that is 10 ounce and smells exactly like strawberry cream. This costed me $15.29, and I forgot to add, it also comes with a little baggie of cornstarch to add to your croissant on the top. These clay pieces were very well done, just like the turkey Thanksgiving slime. It was beautifully crusted, and it was just packaged so well. I obviously had to try the base of this slime first because you just need to try the different textures. I found that this base was actually quite unique because I found it was thicker than the other DIY clay slime bases. The other slime bases were more of like a jiggly texture, not a jiggly texture, but they just weren't as thick. And this one I found was thicker than the other textures. It was a little weird to me because I expected it to be the same, but it wasn't. This is a beautiful white color, and I actually preferred the thickness better. It kind of like reminded me of like a thick cream sort of kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it, but this one was my favorite base just because you'd be able to just have this slime, let alone because of the bubble pops and how satisfying it really is. It also fluffs up like crazy and inflates like crazy, just like her other slimes. I absolutely love the scent on this, and I found it was absolutely incredible. So before adding in the clay piece, like I mentioned in my intro, there is no clay strawberries, and when I contacted Rodem, she gave me a $5 refund for that. So because of that, I knew I was going to have to make my own strawberries because I wanted this strawberry slime, croissant slime, to be as beautiful as possible. So I quickly just made up some strawberries, and let's start assembling this slime. So what I am doing here is I'm putting on the bottom of the croissant, and that 1 ounce of extra slime that is in here, I'm going to put it on the bottom, so this will hold the strawberries. I'm not exactly sure if this is how Rodem does it, but that's what the little pitcher kind of looks like on the slime container itself. So I'm going to put the strawberries that I made on here, and I made sure to make them super red because I know on her videos the slime actually changes color to like a nice pink color, so I made sure to dye those well. I also put some of that 1 ounce slime on the top so it would hold these strawberries super well. Voila! We have a beautiful strawberry croissant slime, but I'm obviously forgetting the cornstarch. So here I'm going to add the cornstarch to make it look just as beautiful as possible, which it really does, and it just smells amazing. So let's see how it mixes. I did notice when pushing the slime in, the clay I made was soft and mixed very easily, but I did find that the croissant itself was very dry. I mean, it was very dry. I was getting pretty frustrated because it kept leaving big lumps in my slime. I just like couldn't soften it up whatever I did. I even left it for a while and came back to it during this video. It just kept leaving the big chunks. I mean, I really wish it didn't because the slime was just absolutely phenomenal and mixing it was just beautiful and fluffy. I could tell it was just the clay chunks were getting in the way. And because of that, I'm going to have to fault this slime 4 out of 5 sharks. I really wanted to give this slime as much potential as it has because it smells amazing, the texture is amazing. It's honestly just great, but because of the clay pieces and the dried up clay, it wasn't enjoyable at that moment. What I ended up doing was I sat there for quite a while and picked apart small pieces of my slime and squished all the clay chunks out. This took me so long to do, but I really wanted to show you guys what it would look like completely smooth and beautiful. Here is that footage a couple days later after I mashed up all the clay pieces. You can tell it's a completely different texture because all those clay chunks are out of the way finally. It is a beautiful color and it gets so fluffy and sizzly. I really wish the end result was this texture in the first place, but if it arrives to you like this and your clay isn't stiff, it is incredible and just an amazing scent. Other than that, I would really recommend this slime. It was just unfortunate that my clay dried up, but you know, whatever. This slime is awesome and I highly recommend Rodem's DIY clay slimes because they are terrific. Mako's picks. Number 6. Strawberry Croissant Slime. Number 5. Olaf Yakult Ice Cream Slime. Number 4. A Mental Cheesecake Slime. Number 3. Mint Chocolate Donut Slime. Number 2. Strawberry Chocolate Tiramisu Slime. Number 1. Thanksgiving Turkey Slime. Overall, I love Rodem slimes, and I think the textures and scents of all these slimes are super unique, and I love how she uses that different glue and it's not just the same texture. I absolutely loved all these textures and everything was activated perfectly. These slimes are great for beginners as well as advanced slimers because it's just all around a great experience. As well as the pricing is actually not bad considering all these are basically DIY slimes and they are so intricate and unique. I highly recommend checking out Rodem Slime Shop. I will have them linked down below as well as their Instagram. And as always, if you like this slime content, it would mean the world to me if you hit that subscribe button. It would be also amazing if you told me what your favorite slime was from Rodem Slime Shop in these 2 videos. If you could hit that like button, it would be amazing! And I will see you guys next time!